On 26 November 2008, at 8:30 p.m., along the shores of the Arabian Sea near Colaba, Mumbai, a deserted stretch of coastline lay silent. The waves gently crashed against the shore in the darkness, but behind that silence lurked a storm that would shake the soul of an entire nation over the next 60 hours. A rubber dinghy emerged from the darkness and stopped at the shore. 10 masked young men stepped onto the beach. Each carried an AK-47 on his shoulder. Each had a clear objective, and in each of their eyes was only one thing: bloodshed. They were trained terrorists of Lashkar-e-Taiba, who had infiltrated India's financial capital by sea from Karachi. They had come carrying death, terror, and a night that history would never forget. Among those 10 was Ajmal Kasab, a poor young man from Faridkot, Pakistan, who had been recruited and transformed by the machinery of terrorism from an ordinary human being into a weapon. At around 9 p.m., the terrorists split into groups of 2 and 3 and moved toward different parts of Mumbai. Their targets included the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel, Oberoi Trident Hotel, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, CST, Leopold Cafe, Nariman House, and Cama Hospital. Their mission was simple: kill as many people as possible and bring India's beating heart to a standstill. At 10:17 p.m., the vast concourse of Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, normally filled with thousands of passengers rushing through their daily lives, was transformed into a killing ground. Ajmal Kasab and his accomplice, Ismail Khan, entered the crowded station and opened indiscriminate fire. Screams echoed through the hall. Panic spread in every direction, and the floor was soon stained with blood. During the attack, Head Constable Tukaram Omble of the Mumbai Police, wearing no bulletproof vest and armed only with his baton, charged toward Kasab. Ignoring the hail of bullets, he grappled with the terrorist and helped ensure that Kasab was captured alive. Omble paid for his extraordinary courage with his life. He was martyred, but his ultimate sacrifice gave India the only surviving terrorist from the attack, whose testimony later became crucial evidence in exposing the conspiracy behind the attacks before the world. At around 9:30 p.m., terror had also engulfed the iconic Taj Mahal Palace Hotel. 4 terrorists stormed the hotel, opened indiscriminate fire, and took hundreds of guests hostage. Shortly afterward, the Oberoi Trident Hotel came under a similar attack. Explosions from grenades, shattering glass, blazing fires, and desperate cries for help filled the night. Mumbai's vibrant nightlife had turned into a city engulfed in smoke, fear, and the smell of gunpowder. At Nariman House, also known as the Chabad Jewish Center, the terrorists took Rabbi Gavriel Holzberg, his family, and several others hostage. The entire city watched the horrifying events unfold live on television, while the world's attention turned toward Mumbai. After midnight, the situation had become too overwhelming for the Mumbai police to handle alone. Hemant Karkare, chief of the Mumbai Anti-Terrorism Squad, ATS, led his team toward the Cama Hospital area after receiving reports of terrorist movement there. As their vehicle entered a narrow lane, it came under heavy gunfire from the terrorists. Hemant Karkare and several senior police officers were critically injured. Soon afterward, Karkare succumbed to his injuries. His sacrifice deeply shocked the nation. A fearless officer who fought terrorism until his final breath became immortal in India's history. As dawn broke, teams of National Security Guard, NSG Commandos, arrived in Mumbai from New Delhi. Dressed in their distinctive black uniforms, India's elite special forces launched operations to free the hostages trapped inside the Taj Hotel, Oberoi Hotel, and Nariman House. The next 60 hours became some of the most tense and challenging in India's history. Inside the Taj Hotel, fierce gun battles raged between the terrorists and NSG commandos. Room by room, floor by floor, every corner concealed the threat of death. Flames rising from the hotel's iconic dome illuminated Mumbai's skyline, creating a scene that left millions of Indians heartbroken. On the morning of 28 November, the NSG successfully secured the Oberoi Trident Hotel, eliminating all the terrorists inside. However, operations at the Taj Hotel and Nariman House were still underway. At Nariman House, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan led the mission to rescue the hostages. NSG Commandos descended onto the rooftop by helicopter using ropes before launching the assault. During the intense encounter that followed, Major Unnikrishnan made the ultimate sacrifice while helping save innocent lives. His courage and selflessness ensured that his name would forever remain a symbol of India's bravery. On the morning of 29 November, after the final encounter inside the Taj Hotel, the NSG officially declared the operation over. Mumbai had endured more than 60 hours of relentless terror. The attacks claimed the lives of 166 innocent people, while more than 300 others were injured. 9 terrorists were killed, and only one, Ajmal Kasab, was captured alive, thanks to the extraordinary sacrifice of Head Constable Tukaram Omble. Kasab was tried in a special Mumbai court, convicted and sentenced to death. On 21 November 2012, he was executed at Yerwada Central Jail in Pune. Subsequent investigations concluded that the conspiracy behind the attacks had been planned from Pakistani territory, and that Hafiz Saeed, the founder of Lashkar-e-Taiba, was identified by Indian authorities as one of the principal masterminds. India repeatedly presented evidence on international platforms, while Pakistan has faced long-standing criticism for failing to fully bring all those allegedly responsible to justice. The 26/11 Mumbai attacks were not merely an act of terrorism. They became a defining moment in India's security history, highlighting the continuing challenge of combating terrorism and leading to major changes in the country's security preparedness. The sacrifices of Hemant Karkare, Tukaram Omble, Major Sandeep Unnikrishnan, and every civilian and security personnel who lost their lives continue to be remembered. As a tribute to courage, a reminder of resilience, and a solemn warning against the enduring threat of terrorism.